I know y'all wondering why I always say it's duct tape from upstate 518 to be exact. As soon as I jumped off the porch, I was grinding G-Packs. Know that, aka Network King. Simply because that's exactly who I am. More so the reason why my platform is you can quote me on this. Because I say what I mean what I say. I keep it a stack with everything I do, and I stand on that. Listen, man, adversity was like a first cousin or a god brother. That motherfucker was always around. That just is what it is when you're a product of the trenches, man. Listen, I worked hard to get where I'm at today, overcoming a couple of state bids, countless years in the system. Chuck, don't get it twisted though, 'cause I still ain't make it out. Nowadays for me, it's all about the aura that's being presented. And I had to learn, always respect the process. Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Duct Tape from Upstate 518 to be exact. As soon as I jumped off the porch, I was grinding G-Packs. Know that, aka Network King. Yo, we switching it up this week. It's a little bit different this week, all right? I figured I'd dive back in and do a little quotes podcast for the week. You feel me? Hit y'all with a little quote, get y'all a little knowledge, let y'all chime in like that. Listen, man, if you're on the YouTube side, you could chime in. I could see all your comments. I can get right to y'all immediately. If you on the Instagram side or the Facebook side, unfortunately, I ain't gonna be able to see them. However, I'll tap in and attempt to figure that shit out uh, off the rip. You feel me? Like, um, in order to just get y'all to chime in, right? So salute to my guy Humble. He couldn't be here this week. He's not feeling well. So let's put praise up. Hopefully my guy feel a little bit better. Then we'll be back with what's the word next week and all that shit. However, we still got shit to talk about, man. We still got topics that we need to discuss. You feel me? Um, like I said, this is gonna be a little bit different this week. It's just me. I'm waiting on some other people to chime in. My sister's supposed to chime in, so hopefully she could chime in. Get her on here. We can have a couple discussions about a few things. What I would say is just to, give y'all a little background, let y'all know what's going on. So, boom, quote of the episode, man. That's what we're gonna jump straight into. I see it scrolling at the bottom, man. So, the quote of the episode for this episode is: "We have a wealth of information and a poverty of attention." Okay. All right. Hold on. She's here. She's here. Let's see if you in there. Let's get you in here, man. Let's get you. Let's get you in here. You in? You in here?
Hey, Skinny Man.
Hey. Hey, man. Hey, man. What's going
Hey,
on, man?
Skinny Man.
Yo, you know what this brings me back to? This brings me back to like we was in Vegas or background. You know what I'm
Remember that
saying?
time?
I be traveling. I be networking now, so I just be out. I'm from out down. I love being in places where I'm from out down.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just talking about the quote of the episode. So the quote of the episode is: "We have a wealth of information and a poverty of attention." Now, what I mean by wealth of information, like the fingertips is really at your. I mean, the world is really at your fingertips. To the young people, to the younger generation. I was just having a conversation with my guy Steph and my boy A yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I was letting them know, like, yo, listen, everything that you need, everything that you like, you may feel like you may need to possess in order to hit the next level or in order to level up. It's all accessible to you. It's all really at your fingertips for real.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the information that we have and that we have access to is like endless. Like it's out of this world. It's completely endless, right? So then it's the people's attention span, right? They don't want to listen. They don't want to pay attention. They want it basically drawn out form, did form, and it kind of sucks because I know me for me, at my age and the era I came from and what I had going on, I would have loved to have all this information. I would have paid attention to it. I would have been listening to people telling me, yo, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't move like this, you shouldn't move like that, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. However, I didn't have that. You know what I mean? So for it to be so accessible to people nowadays and for them not to really grasp it and appreciate it, it's kind of crazy. I don't like it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like that that'd be like, like come on, my nigga, come on, skinny man. You could be doing, you could be doing better than that, man. So yeah, that's really it. That's the episode. That's quoted episode. However, for the female's perspective, how do you feel? Like, let me ask you this, right? How do you feel, right? If you were, and don't really take it particular because I already know what you're gonna say. If I say, "What have you been?" or something, listen, my relationships don't last. That's why I don't get in them. I already know. I already know. So I'm not.
They turned the heat up in here. Or what?
So I'm not really necessarily speaking from that point of view. You know what I'm saying? Just from a woman's point of view, like what would you say to um do you feel as a woman that you can acquire a lot of knowledge more so now than then, or is it different for you? Because your age bracket is a little bit different than mine. So is it different for you, or
Is it really? Is it really? I mean, because
I got you for
mentally,
like an 8 piece? That's a gap. That's a little gap.
mentally though. I mean, come on,
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say mentally. I'm just saying age. I'm just saying age demographic. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, age wise, I can't stand people my age. I feel like they're mad immature. I hate them. Yet at the same time, people from your era, you know what I'm saying? I could get jiggy with that shit, you know?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this era, like you said, everybody got a sense of entitlement. Everybody don't want to do nothing, but they want to reap the benefits. I can't get jiggy with that shit.
yeah. Nah, I
Got to
feel you.
put in that work, baby.
Nah, for sure. I think, well, I basically said what I think anyway. I don't really think I feel like the need to keep harping upon it. I feel like I said what I think. Um,
I
all
said
right.
what I
We're gonna get to some caveats, man. I got some shit to discuss. Like I said, I appreciate you helping me out this week. I appreciate you filling in because Humble's not feeling well. So salute to my guy. Hope he feels well.
I feel better,
Um,
Pookie.
you know what I'm saying? Hope he be back. Hope he be back for next week's show and he's feeling better and all that. Because the show must go on. We definitely still must go live every Wednesday, 8 p.m., baby. You feel me? Shit got to go on. So I'm gonna get right into it, right? Because we discussed something before and we was like, yo, we gotta wait until this is the next we gotta wait until the next time that we're on the show together or whatever, right?
I'm
So I'm gonna
scared.
jump right into this shit, man.
Yep, I'm scared.
Does body count matter?
Oh!
Does body count matter? Does body count matter? I want to hear from you first before I chime in. This is for you because I remembered. I was like, "Oh yes, she's gonna come on. She's holding it down back. She ain't even gonna see this one coming. She's gonna be like, what?
I'm telling you.
She ain't gonna
I'm
be
over
ready.
here
I
sweating
wasn't
like a
ready.
whore in church. Word. Like,
I wasn't ready."
to me, does body count
so,
matter?
so does body count matter in a man? Like for like a man, like all right. So boom, like if you look at it and be like, damn, this nigga fuck 1,000 bitches. I can't fuck with this nigga. Does it matter in that aspect to you?
No.
No. Okay. So that was it. That was easy. Now, now, do
Here
you
you go.
feel like it should matter to a man if your body count is up? Not saying that your body count per se is crazy. I don't know. I like to not know. I get upset when I see you around a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would think we's dating. They'll be saying, that's your sister? Yeah, nigga. Fuck. Oh, shit, the way you was coming, I thought that was you're her man or something. No, yeah, I am now. Fuck out of here, nigga. Clown ass niggas. However, let me get off there. Let me get off subject. So does it matter how a man would like whether or not like do you feel like you should be judged by body count by a man?
No.
And I need a little bit of it.
Well, listen, all right, because I feel like who are you to judge? Same way, who am I to judge? If you fucked 1,000 bitches, you fucked 1,000 bitches. Good for you. If you fucked 2 bitches, good for you. Yet at the same time, that's between you and the Lord.
Okay, would you want somebody with an
I don't want to
extensive
know. I don't want to know. No,
record?
I'm not asking. I'm not asking because again, like, because I don't want to look at you even. You know what I'm saying? Because then I get to judging. Who am I to judge? This is why I was giving you these short responses, man. Come
Yeah,
on, skinny
I
man.
can't do that with them skinny with them short responses, skinny man. Come on, skinny man. Come
Skinny
on.
man.
I can't do that with them short responses,
All
man.
right. Well, I just feel
Um,
like who are we to judge, right?
yeah.
Like, and wasn't Cam just talking about this? It ain't about the body count. It's about who she fucked.
Yeah, because I would say, right?
Is that where you're going with this?
No, no, no. I want to know that as well too. Because what I would say, right? What I would say is,
It matter who now.
yes, it matters who.
It
All right.
it matter who now.
So,
Number.
so who is more important than the how many?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So, if it came to the who, right?
Ugh.
yo,
This is why I don't ask because I start
yo,
getting
listen, hold
judgy.
on, wait. Yo, wait, because I want to, hold on, wait, because I want to, I want to reiterate a little bit or talk to the point of, um,
I wasn't ready.
us seeing one of your exes.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. It's yep.
Yo, what you call the nigga lizard face? Yo, and I'm gonna tell you about this story, right, too, because I see
Oh,
this nigga. I think this nigga in motherfucker AutoZone. I know you seen me, nigga. Or I know you seen me. I saw you walking out afterwards.
with them lizard
And I was
pieces.
like, oh shit. Woo, woo. I was getting out of my car. This nigga pulled up with some tinted up shit. I can't tell who's in the inside. However, you're facing towards the store. I know you see me,
The
right?
store that I can go
So
in.
you don't want to acknowledge me for some reason, which is I can't figure out why. I told you why I thought it might be right. However, I don't know. That I
One
could
will
be.
never know.
I could just be fishing. That doesn't necessarily mean that's that. However, you was like, yeah, I feel like, oh, I wouldn't even claim that. So is there bodies that you
That I don't
hate
recall? Absolutely.
that you
That I
don't want
plead the
to claim?
fifth to? Absolutely. I wasn't there.
Nigga said lizard face. And I don't look jack. I ain't even gonna say it. If we say it, they gotta know what we talking about. I ain't even gonna. They probably go through the Rolodex. Who the fuck is her ex? Lizard face.
Right. That I claim. Right. I'm claiming him as an ex. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
What? Nah, you claimed that nigga. That nigga was living with you. I don't give a fuck. You can't even say he was a fling stinger or the ding-a-ling. That nigga was an ex. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? That nigga, yeah, he
You know
had
what I'm
a
saying?
long.
And what did I say? I lost brownie points because
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I
that.
lost some street cred because of that. You feel me?
You said, nigga said, I feel like I lost some fucking points. Yeah, I don't know. He dodged me for some reason. I don't know why. It was weird. It is what it
One
is.
will never understand. Yet, to answer your question, are there? Yep.
So there's bodies that you just wish like, ugh.
Who?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
I said so there's bodies that you just wish
Huh?
that What was it?
Woo! I'm over here sweating, honey. I feel like I'm in the hot seat or something. Shit.
I know.
It's all
I'm
right.
trying to
I'm
shit
sure
out.
you was plotting on me the whole time. Like, yeah, she gonna come over here. Yep. Line her up.
Right. Instagram so weird.
Yep. My
So
number one hater is going off right now.
I don't know why the Instagram was acting weird. Let me try this one more time. Thought I was on the song.
Oh God, and when this airs, oh my God.
What you mean on
Yo,
the
you
air?
was
This is
talking about me
live.
on top.
Pussy.
Don't
We
chop.
are live. Look, we are live, baby. we
Don't
are
at me. Look.
live.
Don't you come up in my inbox asking me if I was talking about you. Don't ask.
Right, right. We ain't talking about you, nigga.
Ain't talking about nothing.
Right, we
Peekaboo.
ain't talking about you, nigga.
Ooh, they're gonna be like, nah, that bitch better claim me. Yep, here we go.
Yo, that's funny. Yo, that's funny. He's gonna
Bet
be
you
like,
that
yo,
bitch won't forget about me. Right,
who was
right.
you talking about? Yo, who was you talking about when you was on the line with your brother, yo? Uh, that's what you talking. I was talking about you, nigga. Leatherface. Oh no, lizard face. Fuck out of here.
If you
Nah.
felt the way, I'm talking about you.
So hold on. Let me give you my synopsis, right? I'm like Carl Thomas too. I don't want to know. That's Carl Thomas, right? No.
Oh,
Damn.
is it? I don't wanna know. Or was it Mario?
Oh, wine.
Mario.
Is that the
If you
wine?
claim me,
Okay,
keep
wine.
it on the
All right,
down.
but wine. I don't want to know. I don't want to know
Cause
because at
my
the end of
heart
the day,
can't.
yo, listen. At the end of the day, right? You're not a virgin, for one. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
So it really don't matter, you know, to me per se. However, it's about the who, right? If you fucked one of my peoples, like one of my men, like there's no way that you could possibly think that I would be able to wife you. We could have sexual
Like, is you
relations,
fucking or is you fucking fucking?
right? We can have relations that are sexual. However, in order for us to even think that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I done
mm-hmm,
cut bitches off for less, right?
mm-hmm,
I done cut bitches off for less.
mm-hmm.
So if you think that at any time you're gonna like, all right, so boom, right? I mean,
What was?
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? So there's this female that I was put on to at one point in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, super fire, like lit, personality, turn, like all that shit, turn. However, it was like my bro was trying to get her off of him. So it was like, bro, like, come on, bro, I need you to, like, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. So that happened, right? So then she got a feel of something or taste of something, and she like, yo, no, hell no. You just try to cling on to my man, and my man passed you off. So he knew what he was doing. Like, nah, oh, you fuck my bro? Hell no, it's over between us. He knew what he was doing, and you know who I'm talking about. Square. You know who I'm talking about. You know that nigga's famous for. Yo, bro, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? However, she was just so attempted to stay attached to the crew so bad that she felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, all right, he's not letting me latch on, so he passed me on to his bro, and he talks so highly of him.
Can,
A lot of times, I started catching on, like, yo, my nigga, stop doing that, bro. Because what you're
can I
doing is,
can I ask what's up with that?
um,
Just
I,
from a female's perspective, like,
okay,
what's up with that? What's up with that?
well,
Because if
what,
I'm not interested in you, what the hell makes you think that you could just pass me off to one of your peoples who I don't even know?
well,
How they like you?
I'm glad you think in that fashion. However, there are females that
Whores. Oh
won't
Jesus, sorry.
matter. It wouldn't matter if it's like, yo, okay, I can't have you. Fuck it, I'll fuck your man. At least I can still be around.
Weird.
I've had that happen to me on both ends of the spectrum.
That's weird.
That is kind of crazy.
That's weird.
When I started fucking with somebody and then she was just attempting to stay attached by befriending my peoples on the other side, like type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've had it happen to where it's like, yo, bro, I need you to clap this so that way that's my way out. Like, nah, you fuck my man. Right, like it's it's kind of like the yo. I'm gonna call me in 10 minutes and tell me it's an emergency.
That's the exact vibes that I'm getting. That's the exact vibes that I'm
Yo,
getting. That shit is
it's like one of
nasty
those
work.
like yo, call me in 10 minutes, cause and then tell me it's an emergency. I gotta come get you right now, type shit. Right.
AKA
So
if you need help, blink twice situation.
yeah, that.
That's
So
fucked up.
yeah, what I would say, body count necessarily doesn't matter because niggas is fucking bitches is fucking, my nigga. Like that's just a nutshell. That's in a nutshell. Enjoy your time while you have it. You know, just enjoy what you have while you have it. And if it's just for the moment, nigga, enjoy the moment. That's what
This
I would
shit's so good. I shouldn't have to fuck for
say.
free.
that, that's what I would say. All right, so let me see. Let me see. Let's get into.
Oh, this
I
is
don't know.
fun.
You want to talk a little politics? You want to talk politics or not?
Ooh, I'm scared.
All right, so let me talk some good shit. Let me talk some good shit. So Allen Iverson, right? My boy
Mm-hmm.
A. So when he first got into the league, if you don't know, if for the people that don't know anything about basketball, let me just fill you in right now. Just slightly so you understand. Allen Iverson, like exquisite basketball player from Virginia, right? However, never won a. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame already, or if he isn't, for sure is going to go into the Hall of Fame. Like that's how dope he was. That's how nice he was. Um, However, so in the beginning of his career, his team, which you the 76, I believe. Okay, so yeah, he is in the Hall of Fame. So he is a Hall of Famer. So in the beginning of his career, his team set up a trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
A silent trust or a blind trust or something like that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that way he could get money at 25 and then at 50. So he just turned 50 and this nigga walked into a $50 million check from that blind trust. I think that shit is
Good for
super.
him.
I
He
think that's
deserves it.
super fire. And the way that the way that he celebrated throughout the NBA world and just the sports world, all that. You know what I'm saying? In Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? He's held at a high standard and things of that nature. Just the way that he's celebrated, and then to see him get this because boy, he never got a chip. He was playing in the era where money wasn't the way it is now. Because the way motherfuckers getting money now is crazy, right? So to see him to get that, yo, that's super fire. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
super fire. Like
Mm-hmm.
no, like that is the most fire shit ever. Like
Side
nigga,
note, I love me some Allen Iverson. Mom used to do my hair like, Iverson braids. Couldn't tell me nothing.
that shit is crazy for the nigga to have a Iverson braids. Like nigga, the braids. However, you know, they're Iverson.
Everybody go
And his shoe, good ass shoe, Reebok, really nice shoe.
see what I'm
We'll still
saying.
wear it to this day.
See what I'm
I just
saying.
had on some Stackhouses the other day.
Who?
Filas, Jerry
Uh,
Stackhouse. Yep, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I just had on yesterday. Um, Matter of fact, I think I want to give me some irises. Matter of fact, them gray and red joints, super fire. Um, the gray and reds, the red, white, and blues.
There you go. All right, sneakerhead.
I know my shit just went off. Ding! That ass.
Go
My
to the
shit.
left. Come on back. Come on
Come
back.
on, skinny man. Come
Come
on
on
back.
back, skinny man.
I think that shit was hell though for
Let me
them to
get
have.
50 million in 50s, 20 million in 20s, 10 million in 10s. You want any five with that? $50 million. Who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? That's my shit.
Word, boom. So salute the Addison for that, man. Did
Yep.
some really dope shit. All right, boom. We're gonna move to Florida, man. Florida, wildin'. First, all right. So boom.
What did Uncle Charlotte say?
Yeah, all the craziest people come from the Bronx and all of Florida. I would have to agree. Yo, so the Florida sheriff warns rioters. Do you see? I think I sent you that. You see that when I sent you that? Oh, you sent it to me. Matter of fact.
Hello.
Matter of fact, you sent it to me. So
We will
do
kill
you
you.
want to? Do you want to give the audience what it said, or do you want me
I'm
to do
just
it? Come
trying to
on.
understand how any person in law enforcement get on TV and look at the camera and say, if y'all gonna protest whatever the fuck is going on out there, we will kill you. What?
That's yo, yo, with a super straight face, like yo,
Period. Period. There
nigga had
wasn't
this shit
no
written.
comma.
Nigga had this shit written down. He had a whole. You could tell he writing note. He reading off notes. I think it written shit. Yo, I think
We
it
will
said.
kill you. I said, oh, y'all
He
better
said
stay inside.
if you do such and such and such and such, we will be finding out how to warn you or let your family know where to pick up your remains. Like
He did
what?
that shit before. He did that
Word
shit before.
on. If
He
you
was
crowd
very
around the car,
specific.
we
He was
will
very
command no
detailed.
truck. Like what?
He was very detailed about how he
Extremely
would go
detailed.
about
Yo,
pay
when you
attention.
see that shit, I watched that shit. I'm like, nah, he did this before.
Message.
He been here before. He done drug a body miles down the road. He done, yeah,
What say? We'll find a way to let your family know.
yeah.
How
He
many
said we'll
fam- how
find a
many
way to
families he been in contact with? Pull up
let
his
your
records.
family know where to pick up your remains. Like what? Like how is that even on national television? Yo, the white lady that was sitting next to the nigga was like,
Oh my gosh.
she was all for it. However, she was like, oh my god, tell him, Bill. You tell them.
Mm-mm.
Kill you. He said, we will kill you dead into the ground. Like, god damn, you old southern fucker. That nigga was not playing, man.
What
Salute
Uncle
to
Charlotte say?
my guy. Peace, love to the building, man. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to you. Yo, share the live, man. Cost you nothing, baby. It cost you nothing. Yo, and so boom, we're gonna keep it Florida. We're gonna keep it Florida, right? Cause yo, the nigga Antonio Brown, a warrant for attempted murder. Now, if you haven't seen the video, I think it was a few weeks ago. He's out the club, some shit happens, niggas get the scuffling, niggas get the fighting, whoop whoop. They run around the bend, and all you hear is gunshot. So that
Here we
indicates
are.
that indicates that that was him. Howard, this is what they were saying, right? There's laws. Like, say if he would have had that on his person, right, and then that would have happened, and then he back out and clap something, bang, then it's you protecting yourself. Now, when you
Right.
run to your vehicle or you go pop the trunk, shot it, like they say, you go pop the trunk. That's not the same. That's not the same as you trying attempting to get a person off you, protecting yourself. Woo, woo. That's not the same. You run into a vehicle,
To go
getting
get
a
a weapon.
and
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
do.
it may be bad for him. And he's already painted as a bad boy. You know the way he left the NFL. He even attempted to come to Albany and did I think it's AFL league or something like that. Indoor turf league. He did in Albany and all that. It was his team and all that. Like he was up in Albany chilling out, all that shit. So he did that, and then they even attempted to blackball him off of that. You know what I'm saying? They attempted to get him out of the way for that. Money issues. They was like not trying to pay him. Like it was just a bunch of shit. So it's like they already paint him in some sort of light that where
Blacklisted him already.
you
Yep.
feel me, like in all aspects type shit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
So of course they're gonna
it
run with
was
this.
rumors that he fucked Tom Brady's wife.
Oh,
It's just the list goes on with the
oh,
shit. This is why they attempted to get this thing out the way for real, which sucks because it shouldn't. It sucks. It's just whack. That shit is whack as fuck. So I think that is going. I mean, I hope for the best for the nigga. However,
it ain't looking too good.
the avenue to, they're gonna use this shit, man, as a way to get niggas out the way.
Mhm.
They've been plotting on this shit for a while now, getting niggas out the fucking way.
Message.
Word. And niggas just keep tricking yourself off the streets. This is what you keep. All right, so boom. I know you get it. Like you outside, you chilling, you woo woo. However, at some point you have to know when you're worth a certain amount of money, you would prefer to have somebody next to you that can hold you down, that could do those things. You know what I'm saying? Like you want that to happen, right? So I'm
Security.
kind of segue. I'm kind of gonna segue into something because there's a rumor of some shit. However, the white boy I got his chain snatched while his security was with him. He seen Baby and Baby was like, "Yo, damn, why your security with you? You got your chain snatched." Now it's a rumor that he took old boy jewelry and sped off, dipped off the way. Yeah, it's weird. I know I'm jumping from spot to spot. However, this is just a testament of what I'm really saying. Once you're worth a certain amount of money, like it don't make no sense to be still acting tough. I know who I am, right? I'm not a street nigga no more though. I'm from the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm from the streets. That's where I came from. That's why I, rose from the streets. However, I'm no longer a street nigga. Like I'm not in the streets. I'm not outside like that. I mean, I'm outside. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, because I'm outside networking. I'm doing things in different avenues, different ways. However, I'm not like doing super street shit that I did when I was coming up. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yet,
outside in a different aspect.
yet, like you said, they already started painting him to look a certain way.
Yeah,
Once
his paper
somebody,
was already
if
painted.
somebody met you in the street, they met you in the street. If somebody met you now, they meet you now. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna
Right.
forget the person who met you from the street. You're forever gonna be that person, no matter
No,
what
I
you
know
do.
it. I know it. Listen, shit like that haunts me to this day. To be quite clear, like there's relationships that I wish that I could have with people. Excuse me. I'm not gonna say that I wish I could have with people. However, there's relationships that I know I could benefit from, that we could both benefit. However, it's probably never gonna happen simply because of who they knew me as,
Correct.
not necessarily who they know me as today.
Correct.
You know what
Say
I'm
that
saying?
shit, man. Come on,
Um,
skinny man.
I want to use this time because I know I'm bouncing around. However, we got a time frame and we got a lot to speak about. However,
There's
go
more.
check
My
out
palms are
the
sweating.
single. Go check that new single, man, on all DSPs, man. Me and Gutty Raw, salute to my guy Gutty Raw, and I'm gonna do a 2-part video starting next week. That shit's gonna drop for my birthday, July 22nd. So make sure y'all all tap into that, man. Or the two singles. We was gonna do a whole project. I know I was flirting with a whole project. However, due to certain circumstances, a whole project is gonna be put on hold. However, I did drop one single and I'm gonna drop another single. Um I don't know when exactly, however, just watch out for it. The first single is Love Lost, right? Super fire, lit. Me and my guy Gutty Raw. The second single is Ain't the One, even more fire, even more lit. Like, make sure y'all tap in. Video shoot starting next week. Um, It's not one of those like big, come through video shoot. Nah, it's very intimate, very small setting. Like it's just gonna have a storyline, bringing storylines back. It ain't just a nigga in your face doing this with the camera and then adding shake effects. It's gonna be really like a story. Salute to my guy Nails Online. He's gonna shoot the videos for me. Um, yeah, it's about to be super turn. Um, I did have two individuals that I was looking to play the counterpart. Um, the one has been kind of vague responding. The other is very attentive and does, want to experience something different. So, we'll probably go that way with it. However, everything's just still in the making. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a lot of that coming up. A lot of that coming up. It's a lot of shit in the works, man. It's a lot of shit in the works. Okay, so like I said, I was doing a lot of bouncing around. Have you heard about vaccines being in groceries like lettuce, tomatoes,
Excuse me?
uh,
Vaccine, like
juice? Huh?
vaccine in my
Yeah,
lettuce?
yeah, yeah. So there was this article that I came across, right?
We're all fucked.
And yeah, this is in a nutshell. We're fucking cooked, right? Like this shit is it's disgusting. It's nasty fucking work out here. It's
Look, I
nasty.
thought that it faded out. I was like, excuse me? Vaccine in my lettuce? What?
Niggas say, come and say what?
Huh?
Huh? Yo, so yeah, I seen this article, right? They're having a debate, right? A government debate. Like those debates, the state and the Senate and all that shit, right? And then it's
They get to
enclosed
arguing.
area, and
Yeah,
they're
they
having this,
call it a debate. They argue. Yep.
right, right. So there's vaccines in certain lettuces that I know of that says lettuce. However, you never know what else it is, right? So then they're asking them like, "Yo, how do you feel comfortable with putting these vaccines inside people's produce products without labeling it with a farm?" So he's like, "All right." So he said, "Oh, it'll be labeled as pharmaceutical, right?" So this nigga's like, "Yo, what are you gonna sell this shit at?" Walgreens and CVS, you're gonna have lettuce that says, vaccine in the fucking lettuce. Like, so they're tricking you. They're not labeling it. So I don't even know how to even really figure out which one is contaminated with a vaccine or not. Because they didn't put that information out, right? Um
Listen, what did Cat Williams say? Remember there was a chicken wing shortage, but everybody had thighs and drumsticks and breasts.
yeah,
What happened to the
yeah,
wing?
yeah.
Then all of a sudden, we got
Nigga
wings.
said, nigga said, what is the chicken out here with no wings? The chicken,
Message, y'all better pay attention. Shit.
nigga said
Y'all
the
paying for
chicken,
Netflix and shit. Y'all better pay attention. I
what the
said,
chicken
that's
talking
a
about?
fact.
Niggas got bad. Yo, I remember that shit. Yo,
Times was hard in the boulevard. Yo, we was
yo,
out here selling, we was looking for wings like prostitutes, honey. Yo, you got some wings? You got some
yo,
wings?
that's, yo,
Where I can
that's
get some wings from? I
crazy.
need some wings, man.
Yo, and it'd be so wild though, right? Because shit like that just get brushed under the rug. Like people don't pay attention to shit like this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I find it very important that I come on here every week to tell people some shit. Like, because listen, boom, I didn't know certain shit. I stumbled across this shit. Somebody sent me this shit. So I feel like it's my duty to tell my peoples and tell people that's watching and my audience, like, yo, listen, you have to pay attention, right? Because you have the organic shit. Sometimes they got stickers on the vegetables that indicates that it's organic. However, it won't say organic. So you have to know uh a yellow sticker or a yellow dot that's on the sticker that's on an orange means organic. You understand what I'm saying? And if there's one, it's shit like that. It's like so boom, this was basically the thing. They're asking the dude, like, yo, how are people supposed to know which one is with a vaccine and which one isn't? They're like, well, He was like, yo, that's kind of illegal for you not to tell the people, let the people know. They're like, well, it really, it, we didn't get to that point yet, and you know, maybe put pharmaceutical on it. None of that. However, this shit is already
Already
in
out.
stores.
Right.
It's already there already.
Yep.
Shit is in stores already.
Yep.
So I don't know like what to do, how to fucking figure out what lettuce had a lettuce has a pharmaceutical in it and which one doesn't. Like I don't know, man. Shit's scary, man. I will say that to say the least. Shit is fucking scary. Shit is fucking scary.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been shook after COVID, so I ain't even gonna hold you.
yeah, COVID.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
I mean, we ain't gonna speak COVID. We're gonna leave it at that because they'll fuck
I
around.
mean, I'm just
I'm
saying,
just
I've
saying
been
they'll
scared
fuck
after that.
because they'll fuck around. They'll fuck around and flag my whole
Oh,
video.
all right.
Yeah, they'll do weird shit. They did it before. Remember I told you that time I got flagged on YouTube? It was behind some like my
Yeah, I
opinion
think.
on medical shit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll leave that shit alone, man.
Brown, 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 brown.
That shit alone, man.
Peekaboo.
Yo, so we're gonna do crash out or keep it P, right? Because
Oh, Jesus.
being that, being
Can I
that.
get a refill? Because I'm probably gonna crash out. Come on. Yep. Yep. I'm probably gonna crash out. Come on with it.
Yo, so um, so this was said to be. Listen, I tell my fans, I tell my peoples, I let them know if it's me or if it ain't me. This ain't me. All right, this ain't me. Hold on one second. Oh, all right, all right. I needed that much of a refill for this. Keep it P, crash out, keep it P, I guess. God damn. All right, so boom. Right. All right, so boom. So there was a man that he's with a woman. You know, they're in a relationship. They got shit going on. They doing shit collectively, right? He's paying, uh, where they're living at. He's thinking that the rent is a such and such price, right? So he's paying a certain amount. Matter of fact, the way it looks, he's a hardworking man. He wants to make sure, you know what, I'll take care of the rent, baby. You take care of the rest of everything else. Right? So he's giving her $2,000 a month, for rent, whatever, bill, whatever, boom, boom. This nigga finds a voucher that she only pays $68 a month for rent. Hold on, let me be clear. I don't want to fudge it up. I don't want to fudge the number.
All right. Please confirm that number.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't want to fudge the numbers. However, the numbers are crazy. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that, broski? Where is it? Okay, it's not that one. Let me see to this one. Let me see. I got to be sure because these numbers are crazy. You feel me? Numbers are crazy. Let me see. What's the numbers? In the future, guys, just so you guys know, I'll be able to figure out how to pull shit up so we can have it on the shit. Okay, boom. So Florida man says he's been paying $2,500 in rent while living with his girlfriend, only to find out she has a housing voucher and only pays $106 a month. Huh? What? Like that. like, hold on. Could you fix yourself to be a female like that?
No, no,
How do you feel about females?
because I'm crashing out. That's where we're going with this. Because no, I'm crashing out. Bitch better have my. I want every red cent back. You dust. I'm crashing out. Look, I'm already crashing out. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? So yeah, I'm all set. Yeah, I'm all set. Yeah, nah, I'm all set. I'm all set. You
hey
lucky I
yo,
don't make you eat that housing voucher, bitch. Like you're
crash and
wild.
fucking burn. Yo, salute to
Yeah,
my guy Humble, man. I think it sent me that, bro. It was like, yo, crash out and keep it P. Cause I've been keeping it P a lot lately.
I'm.
And he don't like it. He be like, yo, you keep the fuck out of here. You keep it P too much, bro. I'm gonna send you some crash. He sent me that shit. Nigga said, crash out or keep it P. I'm crashing out, my nigga. I'm crashing the bill. Look, I sent them one of
Yeah.
them things, gifts. Nigga, it was a car crashing and burning, nigga. Crash and fucking burn. Are you shitting me?
Mhm.
What's up with you women, though?
Look,
What's up
you
with you
driving
women,
and
though?
I'm grabbing the wheel. That's how we're crashing out.
To a good, hardworking man. This is what y'all want. Y'all be acting like this is what y'all want. I just want a good man, hardworking man. You get you one of you, like, what's up?
That's weird. Not everything is meant for us to understand because I can't understand nothing like that.
This
I
is
can't
why I
understand.
be hating. This is why I be hating in a lot of instances, right? When I gotta take the flack for other men. At this point, y'all gotta take the flack. All you women gotta eat that.
Accountability. Nobody wants
All
to.
y'all gotta eat that. What's up with
Yep.
you women? Huh?
Yep.
What's up, ladies?
She would have been eating all 32 of her teeth. Word. Yes. 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 Look, I'm over here sweating because I'm already crashing out.
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
hot too. That
Yeah.
ass.
Hell yeah.
I got hot too. Because yo, listen, my thing is, right? You ask for a certain type of man.
And you got it.
You get the man
And what'd
that
you
you,
do to her?
and then you do shit like this to the man that you prayed and asked for. I just need a good man. I just want a good man. This man is paying $2,500 a month for rent, and you have a voucher, and all you pay is $106. I would have need a private trust like Allen Iverson. I must be on my birthday. You must be hitting me with a shit, babe. You thought you was paying 2,500 a month, a month. Look, I was just, use my money wisely. If you're gonna steal it from me, put it to work properly, please.
Ah!
You got
Fuck
me
that.
paying $2,500 a fucking month, and you got a voucher. You pay 160, bro. Florida is crazy,
That
man.
2400 is enough reason for me to whoop your ass for every single month.
That nigga
You
said
might
that
as well. Yeah.
that 23.96 or that 23.94. That
Because a
twenty three
dollar.
ninety four.
Why are
Yo,
you doing this for
like,
2,300?
well,
Don't press.
don't condone niggas whooping bitches' asses.
I'm done. You asked to crash out or keep it peak. I'm crashing
Yeah.
out.
Nah, I'm fucking crashing and burning. That vehicle is gonna hit the ground, rolling,
Coming in
come
hot.
come up, fucking blazing, a blazing hunk of fucking metal, bro. Because ain't no way in hell, right? That I know to be like, yo, time is worth the money. Like a lot of people say that. I
I
agree
don't
with
give a
some.
damn. Not for no $2,396. You can keep that time.
Nah,
Give me my
no.
money.
I'm just saying, like, just to say, for namesake, like, time is worth more than money. Money
Mhm.
you can get it back, things of that nature, right? That's a
Mhm.
lot of money. I feel like you doing some other shit. It ain't even about the time and the money at this point, right? Because
You played.
like I'm a lick, like right. There's no way you can tell me you love me.
You
There's
played.
no way. this is a like a love. I love you. Oh my goodness, you're such a provider. I love you as a man type of relationship. There's no way in hell you can tell me that that's that.
No,
That's not that. It can't be that.
it can't
There's
be that.
no fucking way that you're gonna like convince me that that is this. That
You are hitting the lottery every time rent due. Rent due.
Rent, dude.
You're
you hit
getting
the
paid
you hit the
23
number. You hit the number between the first and the fifth of every fucking month. Rent, dude.
rent due.
Leave, man. I don't know. Yeah, well, I do know. Crash and fucking burn. It's quiet, nigga. It's quiet. It's quiet.
Woo,
Shut up.
yep.
It's quiet.
Next.
All right, so boom, we're gonna go to the. I got a quick question before we dip up out of here, man. I haven't gotten any of these as of late. I would appreciate if guys, people tap in, man. Come to the social media side. I've been out here putting foot to pavement for a long time now. I'm out here meeting my fans face to face. You know what I'm saying? So when this level up comes, it's gonna be all organic. Just want y'all to know that. I mean, if you want to hop on board later on too, that's cool. You just won't get the same treatment. So uh, I don't
So
even know
me,
what that means. I don't even know what that means.
you know what it means.
I just felt like I needed to say. I don't even know if it made sense.
Mm,
So this is the I got a quick question segment. Oh, that's what I was saying. I need people to chime in. If you got a question to ask me that you want us to talk about every week when we go live, DM me, give me the question. I'll ask the question. The chat will tell us what's up. I'll give you my own personal synopsis on what the answer should be because I'm attempting to steer people in the right direction. I am no longer who you met. I'm not the 20-year-old me. All right. I'm not even a 20-year ago me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
mhm,
the same.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
I'm attempting
mhm.
to give, some knowledge and put people on
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
when they ask me, hey, what's your podcast about? I say, you can quote me on everything. I say what I mean what I say, and I stand on that. You can quote me on everything that I say. We talk a little bit of current events, and I'm attempting to steer the youth into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Look, old girl
Not even
had
just the
look,
youth, people.
old girl had watermelon juice all down her shirt, and she was, I like that. I support, and I like those too. Corner store, pick up chicken, watermelon drizzle down your chest, bitches. I love you. Thank you.
I can't stand you.
Salute
Like,
to the
why you
fucking
have to?
trenches,
All
man.
right, like,
You know what I'm saying? Salute to the fucking trenches, man. Jackson Street, my nigga, hey, man. Salute to my nigga, hey, man. My nigga down here at LES, man. I was over there at the same spot I fought my brother on the corner last night. Nigga put her head down. I know, that was random. Okay, I don't know what that
this your
was.
shit. Listen, this your shit.
Look,
I'm
man,
here to support, baby.
I know that was out of it.
Look,
I was
and you
over there.
can quote me
However,
on this. You
right,
already know.
I was over there. I was over there. Yeah, I was over there.
I don't stay in the
all right,
projects
all right.
anymore.
So I
I'm a
got a
regular
quick question.
suburban
Right?
kid.
I got a quick question.
No.
Is it difficult to change, or is it more difficult to stay the same and not be altered on who you are? What is the more difficult thing to do for you?
Change.
So it's difficult to change?
Mm-hmm.
More difficult to change than to stay the same. And let me put this into better context, right? The question. So I think this is a phenomenal question, right? So when you're changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're altering things, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're staying the same, in an environment that is constantly changing, you see what I'm saying?
It don't
You
work
picking up
out.
what I'm putting
It don't
down?
work right. It don't work out. So you gotta change. It's gonna
Okay.
be scary. It's gonna be scary. But you like ultimately you're going to have to change. Like that shit is inevitable.
I think change is inevitable, right? I agree with change. I like change. I think it's easier for me to change and maneuver, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm low key good at like adapting, and you know what I'm saying, like not necessarily conforming or anything like that. However, like I'm good at like maneuvering, adapting, changing. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult for me to stay a solid nigga in this fucking world full of fake. It is extremely difficult. You know, so you get what you get what I mean? Like
And from
it's
my
easier for me.
perspective,
It's easier for me to change than it is for me to stay the same, man.
and from my perspective, staying the same has gotten me what? Right?
Hmm.
I have to I've had to change,
Hmm.
whether I wanted to or not. Like you said, change is inevitable. That
Hmm.
shit is scary, yet it's inevitable. Like, do I want these changes? Nah. However, me staying the same is going to get me what?
Yeah, it ain't really good. All right, so basically, I think what I'm asking, right, is more so being true to you, right? Because
Hmm.
I am such an authentic individual. Like I kind of low key hang my hat on the fact that I never changed. Like you know what I mean? Like me per se, heart of all hearts, never changed. I low key hang my hat on that because I come from the era where integrity and morals and values matter, not more so now. So it's like I don't ever want to steer away from having integrity and morals and values. I don't want to steer away from that. I don't
And you
think that
won't.
look
Yet
for me.
your goals have changed. And you've had
Goal,
to change in order to achieve those goals, right?
correct.
I know that you changed shit from the moment that you came home. Remember that? Right. You ain't the same person that you came home.
Mm-mm.
You
Nah,
see
for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure. I think
Your
I don't know.
mentality
That's,
has
that's
changed.
great too. That's why I think that's a good question, and I'm
I'm
glad that
just
I
saying
asked
your mental has changed. You know what I'm saying?
it.
Like your spirit has changed. So yeah,
However,
there's a change.
however, the essence I am as a man
Mm-hmm.
has
Hasn't.
always remained the same. So I guess I was asking that because we have multiple conversations,
Oh, I
and
know it.
and
That's why I didn't know where this was going.
they're very intellectual to the people. This is why I was talking to my guy um my guy Al last night, and with his people Steph. Salute to Steph. I hope you watching, my nigga. G shit, Steph in the kitchen. He like, yo, Wednesdays at 8, I'm usually in the kitchen. Yeah, so I hope you're in the kitchen. He watching this shit. If not, he'll tap in soon enough. Um, that's basically what I was saying to them. Like, you know, integrity and morals and values is what really matters the absolute most. You never
Mm-hmm.
want to lose that within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, however, changing and evolving, and yeah, that's you have to. You got to change with the times. It's just something you have to do. If not, you'll be look. I hate to reference him again. However, my brother, that nigga stuck in the '90s, man. He never made it out of 1998. If you ask me, that nigga is stuck in the '90s. Matter of fact, it might be '92, '93 where he's stuck at. He's stuck in the mid '90s. Yeah, early to mid '90s. He's stuck there. And we don't have a time capsule. God. we can't bring you back there, God. it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Um, is there anything you want to say to the people before we dip out?
I'm just Happy to be here.
I'm glad you came through, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, I hope my boy Humble get well soon. Hopefully, we'll be back with him next week. However, this gave me an opportunity to chime in and tap in with my pure "you can quote me on this" fans. Um, let's not forget about the motherfucking quote of the episode. Let me just put that up there one more good time for y'all so y'all can see. The quote of the episode is: we have a wealth of information and a poverty of attention. We just flooded your bank account with mad information. I just hope that y'all paid attention. And you can quote me on this, baby. Thank